Alright, I think the bot I had installed into Discord is only notifying one channel. Like, it can't prioritize like 2 at a time. Like, it only notifies one. So therefore, you guys are now only going to get notifications on one channel, not this channel. Yeah, it's a whole mess. Anyway, we'll get to that at the end. How's it going, everybody? I am the Zaben, the Zaben, here on Broadcast Zaben. And today, as you know, we're going to be going through the item shop yet again. It's what I love to do. I mean, I really do enjoy going, you know, even if it's stuff that we already have, you know, like this. Oh, excuse me. You know, I just like to go through these things. So, we got the featured, we got the daily, and if you're new, just to let you know, we like to separate the featured from the daily. So, with that said, I see some things that are very interesting to me, some things catch my eye, the rest not so much. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to start with the featured, and we're going to start here with Longshot, who came out in Season 6, and I do remember this guy, but he eventually ended up getting a new style. I don't know why they call it black instead of purple, because when you think about it, this one's also, well, I guess it's not as black, but I was going to say it was wearing black. But anywho, basically this is like the closest you'll get to like a modern sniper guy. Because that's literally what this is. Like, it's a guy, you know, the night vision goggles, so you can, you know, at night and possibly see far, you know, the little thing to talk, and then this is, I mean, not completely covering him, but this would be like the tarp, that would cover your body when you're, you know, blending into your environment. And not only that, there's the female version, which I think the colors are a little bit better. I'm just a fan of blue, so blue and white I think is a better combination than, and plus it's camo, other than the orange camo with the like basic gray. So I think the female Insight is just a better version. You know, obviously they're dark, the alternate style black, but the default one, I think personally, it goes to Insights. But I'm thinking to myself, like, if I were in the situation where I had the V-Bucks for it, would I buy it? I think I would buy Insights. Well, definitely I'd buy Insight over Longshot. But if there were other skin options, I probably would go with something else other than these. These don't really seem like something I would prioritize. Next on here, we got Sumi. Is that how you say it? Sookie. I said Sumi. Like, hey, sue me. This one, not too bad. I think I've said it before, but I get like a Alita Battle Angel out of this. I kind of wish there was an alternate style, because obviously this is like a robot schoolgirl. I wish it wasn't that. I mean, like, I don't mind like it being a robot, but like switch the clothing for something else, so it's not a schoolgirl, and I wouldn't mind. You know, Katana Blade. That's really it. It's not bad, but again, same situation with the last one. If I, you know, I have the V-Bucks, I would probably go with something else. Copper Wasp. It's literally a robot with, I guess, like a wasp robot man, made of copper, and he does kung fu. This is the closest I'll ever get to like maybe Ryu. And I actually became a fan of Ryu just because of Smash Bros, not really gonna lie. I wanted to get into Street Fighter, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, this just looks like one of those, I don't know, it's not bad. I have nothing against it. The outfit's really weird because it's like blue, but then you have this reflection of like a purple or something. Which is interesting, and I think I had an idea like that, like, oh, what if we had something purple with a red reflection? But I don't think it was for a Fortnite skin. Power Punch. This is a weird pickaxe because literally it's just a cobalt bar. I think this is cobalt. I could be wrong. This is probably just like, it, you know, it's just metal. But I thought this had a name for it. And it just has like a robot's arm in it, so obviously it got poked. And yeah, now it's a pickaxe. Not too bad. Stinger. Part of this is more the Copper Wasp than anything with the other character, Sookie. Not bad. Now this one, we gotta start with the skin, which is Supersonic. you guys already know I have a biasness for pilots in this game for some reason, aka because of Air Royale. That was the one game mode that I was getting wins pretty consistently, back to back to back. I would get like 6 wins in a day, and I was like, yes, this is the game mode. But yeah, this one I like because it's a pilot, and there's 4 different variants. This is the default, which is a skull-looking guy. This is the wolf, I believe. Yeah, the wolf. This one is the wasp, and this one is the falcon. And I just like that each one is very different. Like, this one could be like a modern, it looks more like a hazmat. This one is kind of futuristic, and this one, it definitely, like, if you go right now and see a pilot, they'd be wearing that. This one's like a mix. I feel like it could be futuristic, it could be something in the past. This one looks like it could possibly future, but this one's definitely futuristic. Other than that, it comes with a back bling. What's cool about this back bling is it displays the number of eliminations in a match. Of course, I think if you play... Actually, I'm not sure. I was going to say if you play something like Battle Royale's Team Rumble, there you go, then it might reset every time you die. And I think that's how it works, but the way that it's intended is you would play the regular Battle Royale instead of Team Rumble, and it would count the eliminations you have. I'm surprised that this would be the glider, but it is Surfire. See, what I wished was they would have made a new plane for these guys or something, but I do get the general idea, because this is kind of like what you would have, but they just have it as a glider, and I'm fine with it. I wouldn't mind having this, but it's definitely, it does not beat just them coming in on a plane. Stealth black. Honestly, if you guys can't tell, it is just black metal. This is what you would find on, like, I almost said a helicopter. Maybe, but this is what you would see on a airplane, just like that. And it's stealth black, so that means you know it's, well, black. Dogfight. I like that it's a 2-tone camouflage of like this teal and green, and then there's just dirt, or rather char. And you know, whenever you shoot, typically it's like the fire, the gunpowder, the burning, and all that. So I like that. It definitely fits if you are using the Stormwing. It fits that more. Wow, that's already everything in the featured. Alright, I guess we're going to move on to daily. I'm going to start off with Caster because it costs a lot. What's cool about this, I mean, if you're into wizards, he has 3 different styles. Now, personally, I think his fire variant is maybe the best. Ice water, probably the second best, and then obviously his default being last. But you get 3 different styles, and I think his back bling does the same. Yes, it does. You get normal, and he's got like a little wand back there. He's got it all in fire, and it looks like like lava is in this. And then you got the ice one, which tries to do the same, and it's not too bad. So if you like wizards and that's kind of your thing, by all means, definitely get this skin. It's actually really nice. Next, we have King Flamingo. This one, of course, had to be an 800 V-Bucks skin, because honestly, it doesn't have like a back bling or anything. Those eyes are so tiny. It's just Jonesy dressed up as a flamingo. This came out during Season 9. Season 9, I believe, was during the summer. And summer, well, I guess they just associate with flamingos. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad skin. I feel like this would end up being a troll skin if nobody's really using it for that as already. But this isn't bad. Next, we got, actually, I think this is Caster's, yep, this is Caster's staff. So you got the fire, and you got the default. The thing is, defaults, you can just say, like, oh, well, it's blue, so it's also ice. I think what maybe they could have done is some detail on the staff itself, but hey, I mean, it's fine as is. Ooh, this is a new one. It is called Burning Glow. It says animated and reactive, so let's just see what happens when we shoot. So, I'm just shooting it like machine gun would. It just lights up, like when it's dark, it'll light up, and then when it's already lit, it's like a bit lighter. I don't think this needed to be, if we're gonna be honest, reactive. I think it could have just stayed animated, but I do get the general idea of what they were going for here. Lastly, we have 2 emotes, Make It Rain and Sit Up. And this came out during Season 3. And that's it. That's literally the whole... Not bad. I mean, hey, if you want to make it rain, right? And there goes your Shaolin sit-up. So if you guys want to know what it did and looked, there you go. Now, I already have a final verdict. Now, for the featured, of course, I would go with the Supersonic set, just because 4 different styles of a pilot for 2,000 V-Bucks. I feel like in my mind, my mentality, it's telling me, hey, this is a good deal. That's practically like 4 skins, even though they're very similar. It's basically like 4 skins being, what, 500 each? It's like 500 V-Bucks a skin, which I really dig. And plus, again, there is that biasness. I do kind of looks, because I think it looks really awesome. And again, just because of Air Royale, I think if I never did good in Air Royale, I never would have wanted this skin. Next, I would give it to Insight, and what is the other one? The Ranged Recon. So Longshot and Insight, but preferably Insight just because I like the camo with the white and the purple, obviously with like, I think that's a black camo, isn't it? Let's see. I mean, his is kind of camo too, but it's not as noticeable. Yeah, it's a little bit camo. But I prefer her over him just based on color, and obviously this would be the last set. But even with these, you know, Sookie and the Copper Wasp, I'd probably go with Sookie. But again, I would wish that they gave her some alternate clothing. For the skins in Daily, the Caster and the Flamingo, honestly, I would want Caster more, and I would even recommend it, just because you get like 3 styles, and I think his ice and fire forms are really awesome, and they beat the King Flamingo. King Flamingo, I feel like, is just this skin. I mean, you know, it's a default, it's Jonesy dressed up as a flamingo. I feel like that's just the skin you would use when you want to like troll somebody. You know, you get a kill and you're like, oh, troll, I killed you, I'm a flamingo. You know, just kind of like how it is that people are using default skins. I don't know who started that trend, but everybody's using default skins, and they're like, I guess that's kind of like a troll in a way, right? Like, oh man, I let a default kill me. So that's how it is. You know, honestly, pickaxe is fine. The animated wrap is pretty cool as is. Although again, it didn't need to be reactive. I think it's fine animated, and I think it just explains itself. For the emotes, Make It Rain is the best and supremes and just beats Shaolin sit-ups. Now again, as I usually say in the beginning, but I don't remember saying it in the beginning, is do take my opinions and thoughts on these skins and items with a grain of salt, because I understand that everybody's thoughts on things are typically, you know, they're going to be the same or different. It's like 50-50. So, I mean, by all means, if you have a different opinion, maybe you like King Flamingo way more than Caster, and you prefer the male version, Longshot over Insight, you know, go ahead and comment down below. And if you want to take a step further than that, you can always join our Discord. Link is down below in the video's description. And as I was saying in the beginning of the video, I had installed a bot to help with putting up a link for you guys to help you understand, like, or know and be alerted whenever we go ahead and put up a, well, pretty much put up a video. It doesn't seem to work on 2 channels at a time. It only seems to work on 1. So with that being said, I'm more likely going to just leave it the way it is. If it's gonna notify you guys on the Zaben project, then I'll keep it on that. If it's going to, you know, not do that, then we'll just end up removing the bot completely. But yeah, other than that, while you're also down there, you might have noticed that there is a link to something called Cash App. That is our donation link. So if you guys want to donate anything, by all means, please do. It helps us out a ton. I like how I had to emphasize that. A ton. Anyway, if you guys want to help out, donate, you know, help support, get new games and whatnot, by all means, go there. It helps me out a lot, and if I have other future projects and stuff, we'll figure that out. And plus, I think the best thing about donating via Cash App is that you guys can donate how much whenever you want. It's not a monthly subscription or anything. You guys can leave a note with your donations, so if you want to leave something nice, please do. You know, keep me motivated in these hard times as I continue to try and keep making streams for yous. Other than that, as we go blue screen here, check out the channel The Zabin Project. That is where I put up my edited videos, is what I said a second ago about, hey, it's going to tell you about this other channel. Check it out. It's an awesome channel. I put up my edited videos there for you guys. And lastly, since you subscribed over there, hopefully you did, you would also subscribe here. Please give me that subscription. Every subscription makes us one step closer into being a featured content creator. So with that being said, again, thanks so much for watching. Do the likes and subscribes, and I'll see you guys next time. As always, stay healthy.